Thank you. All right, so we are going to be bringing out a very wonderful, wonderful individual. I've gotten an opportunity. They're not that. But they've been living in my house. He's been living in my house for like the last 3 days, and we've just been chilling and laughing and driving places. And I've taken workshops with him, and I've seen their show 1,000 times. Well, 2 times. Two kind of like 1,000. It's about 1 times. And I should have your bio on me ready to go. And probably he's just gonna dock me an extra score for that one too. But I don't have your bio ready to go. And I'm just gonna say that this person is absolutely wonderful. They've been here before. So let's give a huge, huge welcome to Charlie Petch.
I just want to start off by saying thank you so much to Breath and Poetry, to Vanessa for making such a lovely meal last night. That was so good. To Kaz on sound, always my heart. To Nasra for bringing themselves, and this wonderful mic setup for me. Thank you so much. I am welcome, Matt, of course, always for all the work he does here and watching how it evolves. It's so beautiful to be back. And of course, Liam for housing. Thank you so much. So I am in town right now. You're hearing some music playing from my show. Here we go. Mel Larky gets the bum rush. As a surprise ending. It's a vaudeville show. It's many, many things, but chiefly it's a vaudeville show. And so it's like the last night in Mel's theater. She can't bear to tell the news to people, so she just keeps putting on the next act and next act and next act, and then saying these goodbye odes in the back. So and then it becomes. There's a lot of elixir and it just gets out of control. It's really, really fun. It's somewhat grotesque, I will let you know that. And so sometimes I go up to people, I've been like doing this fringe thing, I did the Saskatoon fringe, and I'll go up to some people and I'll be like, I'll give them that spiel, and then I'll go up to other people and they'll be like, it's actually queer and trans propaganda wrapped up in a vaudeville show. So whatever appeals to you, it'd be lovely to see you there. I wish I had my flyers. They should be tomorrow coming in, so you'll see this around. Maybe take a picture of it if you want to come and see the show. It's really, really fun. It's at Roots on White. It's starting on Friday at 5:30. There's a sliding scale of $5 or $10. So depending on what you can afford, if you can afford neither of those things, just go. It's just us. So I think we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Okay. So I want to do a couple pieces from it, of course. I'm also a spoken word artist, so this is really very much a spoken word theater piece. And I'm trying to kind of work in that, because I came from theater and then I found spoken word, which is the greatest monologue ever. And it's like, oh my gosh, you just like show up and just do a monologue and do like, yay, it's just, you don't have to build an entire show. And then I was happy like that for a while, and then I wanted to build an entire show and put monologues in it. So that's where I am creatively right now. I also run something called Hot Damn. It's a queer slam in Southern Ontario. It's super fun. If you ever hear about it, if you're ever in around, just find queerslam.com. It is a LGBTQPIA 2S+ people enveloping slam, and we go around to different slam scenes all over Southern Ontario. We put on Hot Damn and Queer Slam. Whoever wins these, they come back to Toronto. We do like a big finals, and then somebody gets sent to Capturing Fire, the International Queer Summit in Slam. So my work, a lot of the time, if I'm not trying to steady myself on a platform, but to give other people platforms. And I know you all work like that so much, and so I love being around communities. And it's been funny, like being spoken word community and then going to the French community, and it's like cutthroat, and I don't really understand what's going going on. I feel like I'm at summer camp and everybody's been at summer camp and they're like, don't you know summer camp? So I want to do the medicine show from my show. So here we go. Okay. I might go off for a little bit. I'll be back on the mic quite a bit. Okay. So in this one, Mel has been talking about how she came into being a legendary vaudevillian. It's also an excuse for me to talk in a fake British accent for 60 minutes. And her first foray into vaudeville was finding the medicine show at the circus. So this is her doing the Dr. Sweeney's Sweet Elixir for Dapper Gentlemen as Dr. Sweeney. Do you have ennui? Melancholy? Is your angry, screaming stop with a little one gags around like a loitering little bug? Do the whites of your eyes sometimes overtake you? Is your arm just lying on the floor? Anyway, it's just a medicine show. Just say whatever you want. You suffer from life getting you down. Giving your guts a runaround. Are you living with a partner called pain and a girlfriend called shame, my dear sir? You must simply look at the world as you once did. Fresh face, jaw set, eyes eagled at the prize. And don't get me wrong, gentlemen. Why, you are looking dapper as all heck today. Why, you, sir? Why, I buy a fleet of fools from that face. But I suspect you could always use a little more bounce in your step. Yes? There's always room for improvement. We start treating your body like a temple, gentlemen. And this here, then I hold up the bottle of elixir. This here will have the dame swooning, the carriage stopping with a flick of your wrist, while your boss will notice, your friends, your tears, your wine. Why, I have a blush of letters thanking the good doctor for the medicine that seems to have revitalized their husbands. And now, Dr. Sweeney's Sweet Elixir for Dapper Gentlemen is on for 2 for 1. That's 1 for 2. That's about 30 times. That's 3 times off, 6 times the price. Okay, I'm not very good at math. I'm not supposed to be doing that. Just like the Heathcliff in the front of house after. Don't delay. Get yours today. No, really, don't delay. You should really pick it up today. Trust me. Oh no! Trust her! Darling, I got your letter, and I'm so happy to see that you and your husband seem to have... Oh, what? That's not your husband? Oh. Did you keep the bottle of elixir at least? Oh, yes, you did! Dr. Sweeney, Sweet Elixir for Dapper Gentlemen, pick yours up! Pick yours up. Today. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be doing another little one a little bit later. Are there any trans people in the audience? Want to put up your hand, trans people in the audience? Want to put up your hand if you don't identify as trans in the audience? Excellent, excellent. Don't worry, there's still time. It's such a great life. Don't worry. Maybe you too can be someday. I'm a trans person. They, them, he, him are my pronouns. And that like ruins most conversations, you say that. It used to be really cool. And so I wrote this helpful poem because I noticed, trans people, there's a lot of trans people in spoken word, and it gets confusing for the judges. So this is called How to Tell If a Poem is Trans or Not. Look directly at the crotch. Gently wave away all poet, consider the subject. Is it about love, loss, nature, aggression, sunlight, gossamer, lace, eyelids, feelings? Does it rhyme? Look at my crotch again. Don't look up to see the poet looking at you, looking at their crotch. There's no need to involve them in this particular tear in the universe. Grasp for any gendered word. Is tree bark about being a man? Are they saying anything about blood? Oh God, are rib cages? Is that a trans thing now? Stare at their chest. They're saying something inclusion now, or was that a foregone conclusion? Wait, don't you have to score the poem? How can you score if you don't know? Oh, why did they write about a jack pine? It's all so unfamiliar, just words like in orbit, with no point of gender reference. They look trans. Why are they talking about that then? Talk about that then. Why don't you talk about that then? Talk about that then. Time's almost up. Their crotch is telling you nothing. Do you score them like a cis person? Maybe they're straight. Dear Lord, did you get it all wrong? How low of a score can you give them as they might not be trans? Let's just let that one make it around the room. They warned you about slam, and now here you are, crotch struck. Okay, so hi, I'm over here now. So I just want, okay, we're good, 1 second, just go up like that. Okay. So this next poem is about how, I'm so good at drag that for like 40 years, everybody thought that I was like a woman. Like everybody, it was amazing. It was like the best magic trick ever. So this is a poem called I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag, I got the doctor to put female on my birth certificate. I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag that my parents called me Catherine. I'm so good at drag. 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 And no, not only did I grow the rest of the puberty, but I also got my period. I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag. Not only did I overperform at my job and get passed up for the big promotion, but I also had my ideas stolen. And I was sexually harassed. I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at so true. I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag. I'm so good. And I'm allowed to cry in public. I'm so good at drag. I'm excused from manual labor. And when I say stuff like this body wants a baby, nobody laughs at me. I'm so good at drag. Okay, I just want to stop. I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag. Okay, I just want to stop talking about that last one. Okay, so there are cis men who really would like to be pregnant. And I think it's like a really important thing that we recognize and appreciate the loss of that some people will feel that they cannot carry a baby, and also to respect that men should be encouraged actually to cry in public and not always expected to do manual labor, especially because they will do it even when they are feeling broken. Okay, here we go. Moving right along. I'm so good at drag. 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 And my cis-male partners all thought that we were having straight sex the whole time. I'm so good at drag. I'm so good at drag that my boy band trying to pay me less than the other guy. I'm not in that band anymore. I'm so good at drag that RuPaul fucking hates me. I'm so good at drag that I am not rewarded for mediocrity. I'm so good at drag that people probably think that I didn't know how to set up all of this equipment. I'm so good at drag that people won't go to my show because they think it's a one-woman show. Welcome to the Edmonton Fringe, everybody. I'm so good at drag that some of you don't even understand that poem. Thank you. Now, I'm going to do this thing called Song 2. So I'm going to play, we have a choice of 3 different songs for me to play on the musical saw. Hope you like musical songs. So we have Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Moon River, or the Ave Maria. Moon River. Show hands for Moon River. Show hands for Ave Maria. Oh my God, it's like a tie. I'll do some of Moon River and I'll do some of the Ave Maria. And then in between, I'm going to ask you to call out a number between 1 and 26. And then I'm going to read, I've got 26 haiku here, and then I'll read the haiku. Okay. So we're just going to build this whole thing together. Where's my Pepsi? Okay. So a lot of why I wrote the vaudeville show is because vaudeville loves the musical saw, and I love the musical saw. It's a really beautiful, wonderful instrument, as you'll soon hear. Okay. So we'll start off with Moon River. Where's my thing? Okay. There we go. Okay, are you ready? Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, need a number. 17. Oh, maybe. So this is from when I worked in an old age home. There are a lot of wonderful, much older people who do not have the same sort of inclinations towards gay people. But okay, so new gay character on the soap. Old people stop watching the soap. They will be dead soon. Tell me, Maria. Throw me a number. 4. Hey guys, meet my mom. One day I came out of her. I was smaller than. That's what you remember. Number 5. 8. Support breast cancer. It kills a lot of people. What is wrong with you? Gifts come from behind. First you made ass love to me, then stuck flowers in. Let's have this great staring contest with Richard Floyd. Okay, I'll do one more, because that was maybe awful. Here we go. 3? Oh, here we go. Okay, perfect. My vegan diet: Guinness, corn chips, and bourbon. I'm saving the world. So that whole time that I thought I was a vegan, I was actually just kind of an alcoholic. Hi, thank you very much. So this is, switch it up a little bit. So Mel Larkey has a character called Victor the Crooner. And Victor, so back in vaudeville, another compelling thing to me about vaudeville is the male and female impersonation characters, like how they did that and how some of them lived as their character a lot of the time. And Mel herself is also Victor the Crooner, who is also a gigolo, making money on the side. So when she's saying goodbye, and like so many people in vaudeville at the time, watching all these things be turned into movie houses, all the live stages being turned into movie houses at that time during the Depression, they're also having to say goodbye to all these ways they could express themselves as who they were. So this is a piece about that. So I will let you know that the music that's being played right now, so I wrote a bunch of melodies and then I got wonderful musicians to work on this with me. So this is the pre-recorded stuff that plays during the set, and I do have the album for sale. I'll talk a bit more about that later, instead of like going on and on about for I'll let you know that Not Rudy is the horn player on this, that Gracia Leach is the piano player, Brian Sanderson is playing the sousaphone and sometimes the fiddle on there, and Dave Dave Tuff is the banjo player. Wonderful, wonderful people. Okay. There we go. And now, ode to Victor. When Hollywood asked me for my list of characters, why I included you, Victor. Victor, they laughed at you. They said that there was never any need for me to ever dress as a man again. Didn't I know that you were an aberration? We'll find you a leading man, Mel Malarkey. You be the beautiful woman that you are. But Victor, how do I give you up? That feeling I get when I receive an audience like a gentleman. Why would anybody want to stifle your swooning croon, your gracious and delectable tone, the sharp shoes, the cufflinks like a brandished accent? How do you say goodbye to the most familiar man you've ever met? Well, they've informed me you're dangerous, Victor. But we knew all about that. Those evenings I started out you crooning tunes. I want to be loved by you, just you and nobody else but you. And they'd seek you out, the woman who knew but didn't care, who lined up outside our dressing room door with cards flirted into our pockets, invitations from dames who dab, or from gentlemen tired of their own costumes. Victor, the crooner, the awakener, the cake eater, the gigolo. But we've grown used to the bleated venom cries of terrified men, slapping sounds of wingtips, pursuing wingtips, the echo-pelted names that bounce off alleyway walls. And those nights when you would be swooned off stage in the arms of a lover or a customer. Sometimes, depending on the fame or the frame of the day, we would pass unnoticed. When we walked with the men who loved you, or the women who showed their shame, why then the punishments would come. What a relief it must be when anger is your parasite to find a man like me. But it was all worth it, every busted bit, every bloody lip, because we took it like a man. Victor, as brutal as you make my life, you're a comfort, a haunting I'd never exercise. You answer the question of who am I with sifting whispers of you look so handsome. You make sweet the act of erasing my name. Victor, every time I am you, it is me telling the world that I am happy. Thank you. Great gigolo though, comes highly recommended. Here we go. Okay, so this is something, I got invited to be a part of a serialism, two left? Oh, okay. Three left, okay, let me, 1 second. Okay, maybe I'll move on to, so I've got 2 left. 3? Okay, so I'll just finish this out. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. So this is a moment of grief, and it's a very short poem with a lot of music to it. So. This next one's called Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called Palliative Care for Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called 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 Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called 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 Palliative Care for Problematic. This next Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called 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 Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one. Watching a lion become a mouse is humbling surgery. Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called Palliative Care for Problematic. This next one's called. Thank you. So I have another play that I've been working on. I would like to give you the first 5 minutes of it. Well, it's propaganda for trans people. Yeah. But it's a reimagining of something probably like we're all just out here trying to normalize what's already happening out here, which is people are all different and beautiful and wonderful. So it's called Daughter of Geppetto, and it is a reimagining of Pinocchio as a trans-masculine character. So this is the first 5 minutes of it. It's a hard life when you get up to the things are not hard, but like when you get up to this level of like instruments that you drag around and like everything, it just gets a little out of control. But whatever, it's that okay. When the woodsman handed me to you, Geppetto, back when I was just a talking log, I knew only one thing to tell my new father, my creator, that I was to be a real boy. Geppetto, though you heard me, you whittled me into a wish for a daughter named Pinocchio. Father, isn't life a funny tide? When I am washed into the belly of a shark, one so big it swallowed your ship, and I find you eating the raw fish that clap at your feet, and you grinned a shine of scales and called out, Pinocchio! I should have been full of mirth, for I had thought you dead for years. But what came out of my mouth was, no, father, it's me, your son, Pinocchio. And I waited for that old rage, the one that called me sick, called me devil, called me daughter, that shouted me from our little hut. But your face went slack, as if you had made room for 6 sets of teeth, and you said, Pinocchio? And it was then I realized what living in the belly of a shark might do to a person. Father Geppetto, you suffer a softened mind, remember little, and can be convinced of anything. So this is our true story. But back when I slept at your feet, I used to beg the fairy to turn me into something different, something softer, something only to be held and never named like your blankets or your pillow. Father, I'm sorry. I know that after I left, you became the town's grim tale, a weary voice that would slap the sides of houses, demanding that your daughter, Pinocchio, be returned. You should have looked for me instead. I told you my name before I left. This morning, after I gave you your bath and clipped your nails, you asked me, how was our story coming? The book about our lives, the adventures of Pinocchio. Had I written another chapter? Father, I read it only when you were asleep. I walked out into the woods so as to not shatter the windows with the influx of birds that arrive, their beaks thirsty to erase this lie of a nose that whines and curls as I write the story that I need you to hear. Father, I'm sorry. I know that your confusion brings me such peace to never have you call me Pinocchio again. Father, I hear your prayers each night, asking that the blue fairy turn me into a real boy before you die. But that old wish, it means nothing to me now. This morning, Father, you held me and you said, Pinocchio, you are such a fine son, such a good lad. Father, this is all I've ever needed, was to feel real in your eyes. My name is Pinocchio, and this is our true story. Fly right into something weird. Sentimental and then happen. So let me turn this down a little bit. So there's a war on hair. I don't know if anybody's aware of this, but there is a war on hair. And I just want to give a one love poem to the most beautiful man I've never known. And that's a young gentleman named Chewbacca! You are my favorite out of all of the Wookiees. Since I saw you in the first movie, which is actually the 4th movie, you have ruined me for all of humanity. Chewing. Chest hair to satisfy me, never to back hair to warm the cockles of my star-warring heart. The smell of sweat and hair is never husky enough to see enough for me to fully fill my little tusk. But I try. Just back from the gym, bring that hairy downstairs. The love cries in. So I have this $10, only $10. There's 17 songs on here. Okay, some of them are instrumentals, like play it again. But it's no malarkey as like a radio play kind of thing. And if you need a download code, I have. Victor later on in the show gives this like beautiful ode to the elephant lady who loved him as Victor, and sadly left this earth. So it's his love poem to her, and it was beautifully scribed by Emmy did all of the writing, the beautiful lettering, and the pictures and everything. It's my own poem, and then in the back is the download code, and then the last letter that the elephant lady left for Victor. So it's like an elaborate download code. And then I have these little Saw poem albums that I did at the Beyonce Center. You can see I had to trans it up a little bit. But if you want to get these are just like by donation. They're really fun. They're like they're not all fun. Okay, thanks very much, Casey. Bye.